say, man. I mean, white man is the scapegoat, and Pandora's box is about to be open, and there is a black elite that's been ruling. They never stop ruling.
You are now called before the Illuminati. I, Baron Karl Mordo, the Sorcerer Supreme, who hereby...
Carl?
By the what we call the Black Hand, the black nobility, the Amun priests, the ones you can't see, right? They was chosen for the purposes of giving us the perception that all of the rich people of the world was pale faces. It was perception that they was working on. They carry actual paperwork on behalf of the dirt they was doing. According to the UCC, they have to, everything that they collected, they had to account. This is
structure of the black nobility, who are black faces who hide behind the perception of the European power structure in the matrix system through eugenics programs, economic disenfranchisement, dehumanization, and Eurocentric theology that takes you away from your sovereign capacity as an indigenous person in the geographical landmass of America. So as I told you before, the unseen hand is the hidden hand, and the hidden hand is the black hand, and the black hand is the black nobility, right? So all throughout ancient history, all they did was a bait and switch. They did a bait and switch and gave you the false perception of Europeans being in power when really it's the black nobility who are black faces, right? So right here, you're looking at Charles V was actually a swarthy man, right? So all they did was a reverse of frequency, right? Inverted.
What if I told you the whole concept of white versus black was created solely for the purpose of separation? And that the real individuals behind the president, behind Congress, the hidden hand, is also melanated nine-ether people also? What if I told you that? The individuals you see in the illustration behind me, I refer to as the black nobility. These are the original 13 families, okay? These are melanated, carbonated individuals. Everything we've ever been told, okay, in reference to who we believe the enemy is, so to speak, has been solely for the purpose of distraction, okay? Now, again, there are malevolent Caucasian individuals that did wholeheartedly embrace that role, okay, that they were set to play. But this actually derived from our own melanated people selling us out. Look at some of the old relics from Europe, you'll see that these individuals were black people, okay, that they commemorated, that they highly revered. You can find a lot of the real ancient relics in the Vatican. They had statues and all kind of things to commemorate the black nobility. 13 families all have the blood of the black draconian. The individual.
These people are not the richest people in the world. The money that they hold or protect is belong to these black nobles who hide out in Fez City in Morocco in the Sahara Desert, like in John Wick. This guy right here is what they call a marquis, or treasurer. He a treasurer of the high table, and his family is responsible for the funds and keeping the collection of the funds for the high table. Remember, Bumpy Johnson told you he had made the plug, and the plug was from Corsicana. And this they flag right here, the same flag for Switzerland. The Red Cross. These people right here is those. Jacob Rothschild is protecting the money for these people. But the niggas who John Wick was after on Part 4, the high table, when they started to go against the high table, they had to go to Morocco to Fez City. That's a big connection right there. Keep in mind, another one of their marquis, who was one of the baddest men in
Americans cannot get reparations because we're not citizens. Why? Because we've been here all the time. So only those who do not know who they are looking for reparations. And let's talk about the so-called black nobility, which is not the black nobility. They're the Moorish nobility. That's ruling everybody. Yeah, you too, white folks. You think you are ruling somebody? You are being ruled. You think you're free? Look at your government. You lost it. And you're going to try to mock us? Pitiful, pitiful. You need reparations. We own the planet. What we need reparations for?
Let's talk about the most wealthiest family in the world, and that is the Rothschild family. And I mean, these people are literally worth trillions. Now let's talk about it. Now, the Rothschild family is a wealthy, noble German banking family, and their legacy goes back to like over 200 plus years. And they're extremely low-key people, but if you look up their net worth, it's not gonna say how much they're really worth, because like I said, these people are worth trillions. And allegedly, they run the world, and they're the ones who paved the world to be how it is today. Now, the family history dates back to the 16th century back in Frankfurt, Germany. And they got their name from their family house, which was the Rothschild house, which was built in 1567. And they got their
dirty wars exposed.
We stop using our mind control. White people are the true secret society, and there's this hidden hand that runs the world. This just occurred to me, and it made so much sense. And I want y'all to hear this. What if black people still run the world? We are so under mind control by white people. Something like that would never even occur to us. You never really hear a comprehensive story about how white people all of a sudden took over the world. They were made to seem like they took over the world. Then it occurred to me as I'm thinking.
So yeah, this picture right here, this is my grandmama. This picture, oh, my grandma said this picture right here, old as dirt. How old this picture is, grandma? And how old was my grandma in this picture? How old did she live to be in this picture? 126. This was one of my...
Okay, Dr. T, let me give you a lesson about the boule. This is the symbol for the Sigma Chi. This is the boule, those ass-sucking, dick-sucking, sexual deviant perverts, because they all have to engage in it to be in it. This is their emblem that tells you to your face what they're actually doing. They were created after these three sellout niggas sold us out and made a bargain with the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, and Dale Carnegie to sell the rest of us out. That's what the Tuskegee Institute was about. That's why they created it. That was the contract, giving us to them as a sacrifice to brainwash us, to butcher our own black people. And then we went in there, they brainwashed us, and then we experimented on our own black people, sterilizing our own black women, robbing them of the God-given right to have children and have a lineage, and smiled in their face while we were doing it. And then we experimented on that. This was Tuskegee Institute after these three sellout niggas made this Caucasian contract, because they're Luciferians, and Luciferianism requires a sacrifice. That's why they're doing it in Hollywood now. You see it with Kanye. Open your eyes. They have to make a sacrifice. That's their religion. They pervert the gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ, where God came down here and sacrificed himself for us. They pervert that, where you have to continue to sacrifice yourself for Satan. This is you see that emblem where he's putting his paw on the vial. That is the commitment they made to keep this secret from you, the 9 fraternities, that you never find out about these 3 niggas selling us out to them. And they are committed to keeping it from us. That's why they constantly push racism and oppression and blaming white people, because they have a blood oath that you never find out what they did to us. And I am telling you the truth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, that the God let me find this truth out to bring it to you. These dark demonic people. In Jesus' name, amen.
How's everybody doing? It's Dr. T. I am a social and behavioral scientist. I also have done all my work in the field. So all my work, everything I know about human behavior, I learned from direct interactions with other people. I've learned from what other people have told me. So I've learned to read behavior. Most of the times when clients come to me in counseling office, they don't even know what they're coming for. I make them aware of what they're actually coming for when they're there. So I've become brilliant, and I get that information by them giving it to me unawares. They don't even realize that they're, and one of the ways this happens is through nonverbal communication. I don't know if you know this or not, but over 75% of all communication is nonverbal, meaning what we tell people, we do so without uttering a freaking word. When I look at this, this is the monumental, epic event in history of the first black college, Tuskegee Institute, where blacks will learn to be doctors and nurses. Oh my God, mind you, blacks had already achieved the event of a lifetime. It has never been matched. Created the greatest educational system in the world, went from 100% literacy in 1865 to 100% literacy in 1917, and created an eloquent style of English that scared the shit out of the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, and then they offered controlling our education. Now, what is these people nonverbal communication telling you? Look at this poor dear black girl there. Look at her face. The girl looks like she's dying. Look at him, he's turning away. He looks angry. Look at them, none of them, look at them. She's hiding her face. She's looking away. She's looking away. The sellout nigga isn't looking away, he's smiling. And the Dale Carnegie, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers are smiling, they're looking just fine. But do you notice something? She's turning away. None of them smile. She's turning away. It is statistically impossible that all of these people could be displaying this much of a negative nonverbal protest and them not be trying to tell you something. Look at her. She's turning away. He's looking away. And here's the kicker. This is the monumental celebration of a lifetime, and none of them are smiling because they are trying to leave you a nonverbal message. That they are being hijacked, that they are being brainwashed. These same black people that were trained in this school, after creating the greatest educational system in the world, went on to butcher their own people. And this is where they were brainwashed to call me coons, because they were brainwashed to see their own people the same way that the Ku Klux Klan does, coons. And that's what that guy was saying in that song. They ain't like us. They were talking about the 90%, the ones that are not in this three bloodlines. He sellout nigga right there. It wasn't white people that did this. It was that nigga, W.E.B. Du Bois and Carter Woodson. And they were given PhDs for Dr. D, talking about bringing ghetto and gutter into the educational system. These HBCUs or HBSUs or whatever they want to call them are gutter. Look at this nonsense. In an educational institution, bringing gutter stuff to education. This is where we go to college, university. Well, look at this. This is the place you're telling me all this excellence is coming from. This is the place you want me to believe that they are doing exploits greater than any other colleges and universities. They are the first at everything. That's what you want to tell me, that this ghetto shit is producing intellectuals? You want to tell me that? Let me tell you what this is producing. This is called non-task oriented behaviors, meaning it's only things that feel good. However, when you put the brain in the framework of just doing things that feel good, it's very hard for the brain then to transfer to do things that are task oriented, like discipline yourself to study all night, discipline yourself to research a topic until you can't find any information on it anymore. Intellectual knowledge and resources and power takes discipline. This shit doesn't. Let me tell you, if you believe that excellence is coming out of these schools that are making the primary focus dancing and doing shit that feels good rather than self-discipline, these schools are not based on self-discipline. These schools were all created by social scientists, every stinking one of them. These schools are like the Special Olympics of college, I'm telling you. The standards are so low, anyone could get a PhD, and these people are handing out PhDs and degrees to people so that they can appear credible and they can use them to fool us that the black race is just doing wonderful. Somehow The miracle of intelligence it is only happening for black people at HBSUs or HBCUs, whatever the shit you want to call these garbage schools. These places are dumbed down. They are dumbed down, and they are used to continue this illusion that black people are doing well. The only people that are doing well is these boule, which all these black colleges belong to, that are being allowed to do well, and they're knowing that black people want to believe it and attach your success to their success. Never will the two meet. Never to the twain shall meet. These are boule. They're allowed to succeed. We are the 90%. We are not, and that's why we are going in catastrophic decline, and we'll continue to do so until you come out of this matrix and realize that you're being bullshitted, black people. You're being brainwashed and lied to. Dr. T. Now, it's Dr. T. Let Dr. T show you what I find in these FOIA requests that I got from the FBI about the civil rights movement. Let me show you what Dr. T finds all the time in these things. Civil rights movement was social engineering, man. It was a freaking joke, okay? This guy, James Farmer, he was in Mississippi. They were following him. They had informants. They were following him. He is with the Freedom Democratic Party Socialist Communists. He's a social communist, right? Then he went to Louisiana, right? Where he collaborated with the KKK, that the KKK would allow them to have these civil rights movements. He collaborated with the Ku Klux Klan, just like Farrakhan did. Farrakhan collaborated. It's already documented that he had collaborated and was working with, okay, all that shit he talk about white people, the devil, he was collaborating with the devil. So he's full of shit too. He's also a Freemason. So just to let you know, like all of these people, these socialist communists involved with this were Freemasons, all of them. And they were all Luciferians, man, because the Socialist Communist Manifesto is a Luciferian doctrine. Just like if you're a Freemason, you get up high enough, you got to start serving Satan. So here it is right in front of your face. This is how bullshit the civil rights movement was. Dr. T.
They started doing the test tube babies back in the 70s, I think 1978. But I saw two of the test tube babies and they both looked the same. That's what blew my mind. But you gotta realize they don't have any seeds, no souls. Anytime they grow a baby in an incubator or they clone one or they do manipulations, there's no soul. They're soulless. Do you know what that means? That's like MK Ultra. I can send you out there to kill all these people and you won't feel a thing. You won't feel a thing because you have no soul. You don't reincarnate. No karma, nothing. It's just a body, a carrier. Say I clone you right now and you walk out there and you kill a whole lot of people and the cops kill you. That's it. And nobody cares because you can create another one in the lab.
This is Mr. Compton. That's who owns what's on your back. That you have tattooed on your arm right now. You repping his city. This man was a slave owner. And he bought a city in Los Angeles County, and he named it the city of Compton after his last name. And y'all got this man's name on your back, and you fight for this man. You do everything for this man. That's him. That's Mr. Compton. How you feel about that? That is Mr. Compton, bro. What you got to say now? That's him.
Y'all talking about Elon? If you can't hear, put your head up to the phone, turn it up, or put the captions on. Listen to everything that he's basically saying.
Y'all talking about Elon being in Memphis? The richest family in the world had a family member in my high school to research us, bro. She told me this before. You hear me? Like, this biblical grounds, bro. Like, everything really happened here. What are they there for? Them folk worth trillions. And when somebody used to die, we used to say we lost a pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been spiritual like that. And the pharaoh white on the outside, black on the inside. The school is built inside of a mound, bro. The biggest mound. Look at this. I'm walking up. This is me walking up. is built inside of the mound. So, man, and then look at the pharaohs on the inside of the school in the walkthrough. Look, with the 3 pyramids. And this the science teacher, bro. She's a Rothschild. What is she doing in the hood? You know what she told me? She don't need no money. Her family rich. She there for research. Miss Rothschild was the science teacher chairman of Raleigh Egypt High School. The only high school she was at. University of Memphis, doctor for biology and microbiology. She studied DNA.
Like I said.
Oh, hell no. So you telling me Egypt was in America? You're telling me that the promised land wasn't in Egypt? Nah, hold up. And that this map from 500 years ago got this in it? How long y'all been playing? No. Y'all got me fucked up right now. The Nile fucking river? We know it was here, not some ancient spot in Africa, but ancient in America. You motherfuckers. This is so-called the Nile River from space, bro. Yeah. They are playing right now. Cause I don't see this drying up no time soon. You feel me? Oh, hell. So you're saying that they the Grand What's going on right here, bro? Like, come on, bro. Make it make sense.
Dr. T, I want to show you here how these HBSUs, which were all created by the Boule, they were the result of this bargain that was made, selling us out, that Booker T. Washington, W.E. Du Bois, and Carter Woodson made, that basically gave us as fish food. That's how they ended up with Tuskegee and creating all these HBSUs, which were all created by social scientists. Basically what these people do is anytime they want, they select people for success. It's all people that are part of this bloodline. None of us succeed. But what they're doing is they are fooling us like magic. When you see them succeeding, we assume that we're succeeding. We're not. These people, this is all prefabricated success.
History of a National Treasure. Morgan State University's Center for New Media.
This is Morgan State and HBCU giving an award to themselves, fooling y'all that we're sustaining, we're succeeding, meanwhile, we're not. The 90% that are not, the 10%, the lineages of the 3 sellouts, these are the people winning these awards because these places are giving them to them, they're selecting them, and they are not selecting us. Let me tell you something. This has been around forever. And now they decide to win an Emmy. Somebody did something. Somebody paid a price. Somebody did a sacrifice. Somebody did something to earn this. They give these things away to people that they choose and select that are going to be beneficial to the Boule. I'm telling you, people, you got to wake up. This is not us. This is only the lineages from the 3 sellouts that are succeeding. We are continuing to decline, Dr. T.
It's me, Dr. B. Dr. T and Dr. B. Here's the problem. Black people have been hating white people for so long and blaming white people for their problems so long that it has become an addiction. And even though it's not true that our problem is because of what white people have done, it's because of what our own people have done to us. Black people are going to have a hard time letting go of the delusion. And that's the problem. And that's the power of social engineering. The power of social engineering is they design these constructs based on what you really want to believe. They listen to you. They watch you. They hear you. They listen to what you want. They listen to what you think. They listen to what you really want to believe. And a lot of times people want to believe shit that is not true. We just have a tendency to want the fantasy over the reality. That is the nature of human beings. And that is the key power of social engineering. That they know that we would choose the fantasy over the reality any day. And so that's what they do. They give us the fantasy in feminist movement, transgenderism, gangster rap, just extreme fantasies of living lifestyles that are completely unsustainable. So here it is. Black people are so stuck in this matrix of blaming white people for their woes that even though they could go be filthy rich, walk up to the Supreme Court and make these people give them all the money that they robbed them from all these years. Tulsa Massacre. It's unquantifiable the amount of money that they have robbed from the 90% of black people. They would have to get the documents are there to prove it. I could prove it now. But black people are so stuck in this matrix that even though they could be filthy rich and leave the poverty-ridden lifestyles that they have, they would rather hold on to the lie that white people are their problem and not their own people. Do you believe that shit? And Satan knows that, and all these Luciferians know that. And I pray to God and to the Holy Spirit that white people, that black people will be able to let go of this lie and see the painful truth that they told you it was Judas, it was us. It wasn't white people that did this to us. It was us. It was Judas, Dr. T.
They would progressively infiltrate all of the races. They would get the coding from the angelic human 12 tribes by raiding the 12 tribes, sexually interbreeding with them to get a genetic line to create a super race that would carry the codes, the Stargate codes that corresponded to Earth's grids. So they had, not only were they fighting for the Templar now they were targeting the angelic human race because it had the codes, and if they could interbreed, because now they were capable of creating live offspring, if they could create a race that would hold all of the Stargate codes, and they'd have to do it one group at a time. They'd have to infiltrate Tribe 1 and Tribe 2 and Tribe 3 and very carefully interweave what tribes they raided to create a race of children, a race of human mutants that would look like the rest of us, that would have the keys to the Templar running in reverse. This is what they tried to do, and it was an official agreement that was made. What we're living right now is the end of that agreement. There's some interesting things done in order to fulfill that agreement. Interesting and horrific. The most important one that I'll add to this, because there's a whole list of them that I could go through, and I'll just go through the list real quick without having time to elaborate.
If you blink for 1 second, you just might miss
it. You know what? They did the Brighter Days memory erasure treatment to me, so I'm having trouble remembering the details. They're foggy, because at the Brighter Days clinic they do the memory erasure, you know? The memory erasure, they erase my memories. It's a little foggy, but...
If you could remember, struggle, tell me, give me a date.
I'm shot. Jew me, sue me, kick me, kike me. Those are the words that he told us that he would never use.
I want people to get the picture. Yeah. So they shut up talking about...
Video shoots of Rabbi Marvin Heyer, an activist for Jewish causes, who was outraged because last June Jackson sent him a letter of apology for singing those lyrics.
I'm shot. Jew me, sue me, kick me, kike me. Those are the words that he told us that he would never use.
I want people to get the picture.
They murdered Michael Jackson after he started talking about Jews. And I'm not going to say that what he said about them was right or wrong or whatever, but it is a fact of history.
He was in Brazil to shoot the music video for his song, They Don't Care About Us. Last year, he angered Jewish groups when he sang these words.
And if you don't think this shit's strange, watch this shit.
Congress, I wanted to introduce into the record page 55 from the committee's interview with page 55 from the committee's interview which took place on July 17, 2023. In that,
now pay attention to this bloodline.
Crazy over here, huh? Yes. We call that usually a cutaneous horn when we see something like that. That like ring around it is super sore. And I can see how that's tender because it's really stretching your skin there. Let me take a little photo of it right now, actually, too.
I mean, I've seen cutaneous horns before. I mean, but certainly this is the largest cutaneous horn that I've ever seen.
Now, if you made it through the video this far, this gon' by far blow your mind. Now, check this out about Princess Diana. You see her car where she got in? Look at that license plate. Now, look at that license plate. Now, make it make sense, America. Oh, wait, what the hell going on here, America? Y'all leave a comment below what y'all think about these videos. Oh, wait.
Thanks for watching this video. It was made for entertainment only.
TikTok has been sold to Israel, and this is the man who has bought it. Israeli citizen Larry Ellison is the biggest donor to the IDF, and he now controls TikTok. He also owns Oracle, which is the world's biggest data center. So now not only is he able to store your data, but he's able to actively collect it and give it to Israel. Also, Palantir, a Israeli AI monitoring company led by Israeli Alex Karp, will be monitoring you with AI. By the way, this is Peter Thiel, the co-owner of Palantir, who recently put out a long documentary saying that if we regulate AI, we're going to bring on the Antichrist. So we have to make sure that AI and Palantir can run rampant and control us. All three of these men are very close friends with Netanyahu, and Palantir struck a deal in April with the US government to surveillance all American citizens for $250 billion. And what does the US get out of it? Nothing. Keep speaking up and let's give them a fun file on ourselves.
If they find out they are not black, our entire system falls. An empire built on a lie requires constant vigilance. A single story, a single artifact can ignite a fire of awakening. This is a quiet war, ensuring their minds remain our most securely held territory. It is the spectre of the Muir awakening. It is the one scenario for which we have no final solution, the one threat that could unravel our centuries of work. If they find out they are not black, our entire system falls. This is the simple, terrifying truth that must guide our every action. Our empire, for all its apparent strength, is a house of cards built upon the single fragile assumption of their ignorance.
Okay, Dr. T, he's going to lay something hard on you. I can't definitively prove this, but I am telling you, common sense, even though it sounds crazy, common sense, good judgment, wisdom, and critical thinking skills, their behaviors are going, we know they want genetics. We know they want genetics. We know they want black people. They think there's something in black people and they want it. It's not an accident that black people are bound to athletics and sports because now they can get all your genetics when they're doing that shit. They can get all your genetics and they're getting the best samples of blacks, the best genetic samples that money can buy. This is not an accident. They want the biology of blacks. They believe there's a secret. They want immortality, and they think there's something in black people that can help them to get it. Look at all these Boule niggas. All of them are mixed. So they've been mixing their blood with our blood. And I'm telling you, the only reason why they do that is so they can create something that's of a genetic nature, and that's immortality. That's bodies that can withstand time. That's what these people are doing. They've been doing it. Look at them. They're all light-skinned, all of them. And when they made this Faustian bargain, the contract was these three sellout niggas' bloodlines would be successful, would be famous, would be rich, whether they had talent or not. They gave these niggas PhDs. They gave these niggas mid. They didn't earn anything. They gave it to them because it was part of the contract. Because these Luciferians wanted to own all their success and wanted to pull it from them anytime they wanted to. Anytime. Just like they did that sellout nigga at Harvard, who they made president. Then she did some shit that they didn't like, and then they pulled out that she had falsified her degree. Don't you know? She got her degree from Harvard. Of course, they knew she falsified her degree. These people ain't idiots. She was placed there by the Boule. She was placed there. That's what they do with these people. They put people in positions who have not earned it so that they can be completely and utterly controlled. I believe that all the Luciferians, the Boule, the white ones, they're all related. They've been mixing blood to try to get this perfect specimen, Dr. T.
All right! All right! We're starting the biz here. 16 cents.
Come on, Johnny, that's too damn high.
You know what? No. I'll take the midget for 19 cents. Go ahead and tell them about yourself.
Master, I'm so low to the ground, I pick on standing.
I like the way that wigger thinks. Oh, we got a runner! I told you they was gonna run.
I don't know why they think they can outrun bullets.
They don't have no brains, DeMarcus.
Well, I'll raise you one more. For that cornbread-fed vanilla gorilla in the back, I'll give you a quarter.
I'm not even white. I just came here for work. How much you guys paying?
Close enough. I'll take them.
25 cents. Sold, mulatto. To DeMarcus. All right, give me 26 cents for Eleanor in the back.
Massa, I cook and I clean, and at age 52, I'm still fertile.
52 and still fertile. That cream cheese coochie got some miles on. I want her. Bring her on over here. Cream cheese coochie sold for 26 cents.
What about this one here in the roller?
I was a houseworker, master. I cook, fucking clean.
All right, I'm gonna buy you, boy. But if you come to my house and touch my quiches, that's your wheels.
No legs. Sold for 30 cents. Now, he ain't even say 30, DeMarcus. You just sold yourself short, but I'm gonna show you value. I want something bigger. I got 40 cents on that big honky wigger right there.
I'm an undefeated pecker fighter, and I can lift anything at the plantation, master.
I'll take him. Kyle Kente is one of my prized possessions. We're gonna start his bidding off at $2.
But Kyle Kente, I got 3.
Well, I got 5.
$5.75.
$6.
Fuck. 6 and a penny, and that's my final offer.
Well, you just wasted your time bidding because I came here prepared to put 10. Kyle Kente sold to DeMarcus. Boy.
God damn it.
Yeah, this is a good bigging right here. Don't get it.
What about the rest of them?
I'll give you all 3 of them. $2 all quarters. No. Fuck all you guys. This one is a little feisty, but we can see who can beat it out of them. Go on, get down, boy. Woo, DeMarcus, you see this?
I see it.
Go on, get. You gonna get, boy?
I don't know, DeMarcus. It looked like you lost your wit.
Oh, you think I lost my wit, DeMarcus? Don't damage my product. You don't hit unless you buy. I'll never be bought. I like this wigger. I'll take him for $2.
Sold! But, well, for the last 2, y'all gonna have to fight to see who coming with me.
They can't never make me fight you, brother.
Well, fuck you. I need to eat. We got us a pecker fight.
I bet you every slave you just bought that the little one wins.
You were my brother.
Come on, Daddy. This is our time to run.
I'm not betting you.